tokenization is the idea of using then smart contracts or tokens on chain to be able to that represent, say, an underlying security. And so then that tokenized security is a security and would be subject to SEC rules by law. But the idea is that if it's on chain, on a blockchain, then there's much more transparency as to what it is. Right now, there's a bit of opacity as to who owns what and where the company usually doesn't even know where its who its shareholders are and where the shareholders reside, where the shares reside. But in principle, the idea of on-chain delivery versus payment and receipt versus payment, DVP, RVP on-chain.
Do you expect this is where financial services is going? Are the major banks and the brokers out there today moving increasingly toward tokenization?
Oh, absolutely. And it's the way the world will be, here in maybe not even in 10 years, maybe even a lot less time, maybe a couple years from now. So I think that all of this modernization of the markets, I think, is good. And the trouble that we've seen here over the past few years is that the SEC, unlike historically, it never was necessarily at the vanguard of pushing new innovations. It was always a little bit behind the market, of course. But here recently, it's been almost standing athwart the marketplace, and as it's as all these new innovations were coming about. So that's no more. We're actually embracing it, and I believe that we need to be embracing it to keep the United States at the forefront as far as cryptocurrencies and whatnot. There were really only 2 countries in the world here in the last few years that were working to make cryptocurrencies illegal, and that was Communist China and the U.S. through the SEC. So that's changed. It's a new day now, and so we want to embrace this new technology.
The chairman of the United States SEC, Paul Atkins, just dropped a huge warning on cryptocurrencies like Stellar, XLM, CHAINLINK, and HBAR. The stock market is about to go on-chain, on the blockchain, according to the chairman of the United States SEC, and will be using these 3 cryptocurrencies. If you own XLM, CHAINLINK, or HBAR right now, destroy the like button and join and subscribe, because the chairman of the United States SEC, Paul Atkins, literally confirms how the stock market is about to go on-chain, on the blockchain, in the next few years. It's coming very soon, and tokenized securities will be powered by cryptocurrencies like Stellar Lumens, XLM, CHAINLINK Labs, and HBAR. Yes, I'm going to show you so many connections, proof that the U.S. stock market, that tokenized securities will be running off of blockchains, cryptocurrencies like XLM, CHAINLINK, and HBAR. So if you own any one of these 3 cryptocurrencies, destroy the like button and join and subscribe, because this video right here of Paul Atkins confirming that tokenized securities are coming very soon is a big deal, especially if you own cryptocurrencies, because now trillions, quadrillions of dollars every single year is going to flow through these cryptocurrencies with tokenized securities and ERC 3643. ERC 3643. This right here is a protocol that Stellar Lumens, CHAINLINK Labs, and HBAR is using right now. And in this video right here that I'm about to play for all of you, the chairman of the SEC literally says how tokenized securities that do not adhere to features such as the ERC 3643, they will not be used by the U.S. stock market, by the SEC. ERC 3643 will literally be used to put securities, to put the stock market on chain, according to the chairman of the SEC. Listen to this.
So under my vision for an innovation exemption, innovators and visionaries will be able to immediately enter the market with new technologies and business models, but will not be required to comply with incompatible or burdensome prescriptive regulatory requirements
that hinder productive economic activity. Instead, they will be able to comply with certain principle-based conditions designed to achieve the core policy aims of the federal securities laws. These conditions may include, for example, a commitment to make periodic reports to the Commission, incorporate whitelisting or verified pool functionality, and restrict tokenized securities that do not adhere to a token standard that incorporates compliance features such as ERC 3643. So I encourage market participants and the SEC staff alike to have an eye towards commercial viability when contemplating what various models could look like.
Tokenized securities will be using the ERC 3643 protocol, according to the chairman of the United States SEC. And this right here is the ERC 3643 website, codename T-Rex protocol. I love that name, T-Rex, the standard for permission tokens. And on their website, they say how you can tokenize real world assets, securities like stocks. That's what we're speaking about right now. And it says right here how securities represent a global market of $100 trillion. That's how much money is going to flow through tokenized securities. That's why this is a big deal, especially if you hold Stellar Lumens, XLM, Chainlink, and Hedera HBAR. Stellar Lumens, the Stellar Development Foundation, is literally part of the ERC 3643 association. Right here, as you can tell, Chainlink Labs is also part of the ERC 3643. And last but not least, the Hedera Foundation also is part of ERC 3643. What are ERC 3643 permission tokens and why are they important? Basically, ERC 3643 are ERC20 token with 100 added functions. Yes, like mint, burning, pausing, freezing, recovery, forced transfers. There are so many different functions that are added to the ERC20, the normal Ethereum tokens. That's what ERC20 is. It's just a normal token. ERC 3643 takes it to another level and adds 100 different functions for control and compliance. And this is very important for securities, for stocks, and the DTCC, which is the United States primary clearinghouse for security transactions. Every time someone buys or sells a stock, it goes through the DTCC, and the DTCC has committed to promoting the ERC 3643 standard. It will use it for its permission security tokens. Right here is a picture of how Chainlink is using ERC 3643 in its protocol and its blockchain. And also, Hedera HBAR has officially integrated ERC 3643 into its Hedera tokenization studio. That is why this video right here, Paul Atkins, the chairman of the US SEC, is massive, is huge, especially if you own Stellar Lumens, XLM, Chainlink Labs, or Hedera HBAR. Right now, destroy the like button and join us, subscribe. And now, I just partnered up with BloFin. You can now claim up to $300 when you deposit $2,000. You will literally get $300 for free. You can trade XRP, Bitcoin, all of the top cryptocurrencies for free with zero fees on BloFin, where whales are made. And you can copy trade with BloFin. For example, here are the top traders. This person has done over 1,400% in the past 30 days. You can literally just deposit money in BloFin, copy trade automatically. Use my links down below to claim your $300 in deposit bonus right now before December 15th. That is why I have officially partnered up with BloFin, one of the best crypto exchanges in the world. Tokenized securities will be using cryptocurrencies, blockchain technologies to settle transactions every time someone buys or sells a stock like Nvidia or Apple or Tesla or Google or Amazon. All of that will be powered by blockchain technologies, cryptocurrencies like Stellar Lumens, XLM, Chainlink, and Hedera HBAR. If you own Stellar Lumens, XLM, Chainlink, or Hedera HBAR, any one of these three cryptocurrencies, show your support and join us, subscribe, because big things are coming up with cryptocurrencies.